You know, it is so good to be on the bike. Oh man, look at this. The fact that we get to do this. Okay, we're gonna take a different way. Usually I go straight at this one intersection, but we're gonna see how bogged up the freeway is. Ooh, we're coming up to a stop up here, which will be perfect. I can show you what I found out. It's getting a little cold up here in Texas this time of year, and I found something that was like super helpful. I got these gloves. I'm actually going to Cycle Gear right now to talk to the guys and be like, hey, am I stupid? Is this like a me problem where I just need to get used to how this feels, or are these not right for my hands? Because these gloves I have on, there's like mesh, so all the air passes through, and I didn't show you what I was supposed to, but right here there's a button, and I thought it was to power that little plug down there. I thought you turn that on and then it's all good, but it's actually heated grips. There's these little lines that run. The left one works way better than the right one, which I thought was kind of funny. I was like, oh, these are not these are not working in the same capacity. But on the morning ride, when it's, you know, getting to 38 degrees, 40 degrees, something like that, it's pretty brutal, and that's been nice to have that. But I got those. Watch, I'll flip them on. Got that little red light. I'm gonna pay attention. I haven't been on the freeway, or this part of the freeway, in a little bit here. I'm glad I have the heated grips to keep your boy safe and comfortable. But it's really hard to find gloves that are like functional. I think I prefer a thinner glove, which I know comes with certain issues and certain realities of it that I might just have to accept, but I don't know what I don't know. So I'm gonna go ask these guys and see if I'm being a little baby, and I just gotta get used to it. But they're like $140 for these gloves, so I'm like, I want to see if there's maybe something else that could be better served for my dollar. We're gonna slot in here. Ooh, yeah, right here. Ooh, yeah, this is good. This is good. Anyways, this will probably be... Here we are, just taking a quick little jaunt down. I might take surface streets just because this is gonna get stupid anyways. But yeah, so this is nice because the bottom of my hands get pretty warmed up, especially my right one. But the top of these are all mesh, which is great in the summer and most of the time because I just run warm. But it's pretty butt, and the rest of me is okay. I have like a little gaiter for my neck, and that's something that when my dad used to ride, he'd always have a bandana, and I was always like, what does this guy just think he's, you know, in Sons of Anarchy? Like, what is this nerd with a bandana? And it's because when you're riding, your wind gets whipped, right? And it's the only time I've been like, I could rock a scarf because it's functionally needed. Where yeah, my neck is just getting brutalized. But I think those gaiters work really well because it rides, you know, above the brim of your nose and then kind of swoops down, so it keeps the heat kind of trapped in, and that's nice. I've really enjoyed that. Oh, high-speed antics! Oh god, they're freaking out. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna take the heat. This is when I put my hand down for a second. These guys hard brake, and then I turn into a human hockey puck for about 20 seconds until I hopefully don't end up under a car. If you don't have gallows humor before you get on a bike, I'm pretty sure you get it after. Or maybe that's just a me thing, but I don't know. yeah, so winter riding, pretty cool, pretty fun. You just have to prepare a little bit differently. Like right now, I'm layered. I have a sweater and like a thin jacket, and then my motorcycle jacket on top. That thing was crazy. That could have been a problem for me. Yeah, it's nice to still take the bike when it's cold like this. Like I'm not sweating my face off, but you know, you have to think about it more. Whereas like in the summer, it's like you kind of get away with whatever because who cares? It's hot, you know. We're gonna get over a few. I think it's just something's hitting my helmet. It's not my straps. I don't know what it is. Might be this hoodie. Well, I hear like a little tick, tick, tick. Anyways, give me a second. Don't do it! Don't you fucking do it! Yes, good. I assert motorcycle dominance. I don't know if you guys feel that, but sometimes I feel like I'm just like extra wide. I'm like, yes, I'm a motorcycle and I dominate the road. People will, okay. Go in, stupid. Come on. You're doing dum-dums. I'm gonna turn this down while you do that. My hand is toasty. But it was cool. It was kind of just like a hidden feature, and I was like, oh, I didn't know I had that on here. And it's kind of a fun little perk of buying a used bike where you're like, I didn't know that was on here. Where on a used bike, you know, it's just a stat sheet and you got what you got. But here, which like could be bad because they could have installed this horribly. I could have switched that. It could have melted my hand. Who knows? not that intense, but you know, like this one isn't working. But I didn't have to do it. I didn't have to spend the money for it. Like I got this bike for cheaper. Granted, it's a 2005, so I'm sure other people looking at this bike are like, "What, dude? That thing's so old. How do you ride that? There's like no tech on there. How are you not like just hating your experience?" And I'm like, I paid a lot less money, and that's really nice. Cycle gear! Okay, we're almost there. I'll probably check in after. Alright, here we go. Got these new gloves. We'll see, they're kind of similar to the old ones, but these ones are a little thinner, and they recommended them, so I'm going to give it a shot. I don't know if they go over or under, and that's part of the problem, because I don't know what I'm doing. So we're going to kind of just jam these on. Go from there, because I don't know what's going on with the watch. It's weird. Should I not be wearing the watch? Does it go over or under this? I should have looked this up, but I don't know. I'm guessing this. Tie that tight. These feel insane. These feel like snowboarder gloves. I don't know what to do with myself. Also, I'm not going to acknowledge the fact that I almost backed into that vehicle. That was crazy. Oh, this guy doesn't know I'm a hazard right now. We're going to keep it in the parking lot for a second and just kind of feel it. This is not my favorite feeling in the world, and they still feel kind of insane. But probably something we get used to. It's like the inputs are faulty. You can't try. I'm like too jerky with it. I'm hoping over time they loosen up a little bit. We're gonna go this way. Just a quick little detour. I like how I said I'm gonna keep it in the parking lot. I'm not gonna immediately to the roads. I can still itch my nose. Look at that. My thumb's kind of pressing in. That's all right. Okay. Okay. I think what I'm learning though is to leave more room and space. Like, I don't know how quickly I'd be able to adjust to a threat. Anyways, this is pretty cool. My hands are not freezing cold, and I know that I have hand warmers, so it's like, am I wasting money by buying these gloves? Maybe. Okay, I'm hopeful, and I'm in neutral, which is cool. This guy doing, I think he accidentally hit something. Okay, these are kind of okay. These are for sure better than the other ones. But you know, you got a blockier, kind of crazy glove. It's these liners. The guys in there, they're always super helpful. I was kind of a weenie to one time, and now every time I go in there, I see him, and I'm like, I'm sorry, man. I apologize to him because I was being a dick, but I don't know. We all have bad days, okay? But I think these are good. I feel pretty good. My hands are super warm. I have like a mesh jacket. I also went down to one layer because it was just brutal. But I think these are going to be good. I think these will be livable, and if not, it'll be a purchase that I regret and I never make again. And granted, it's a good little bit of money, but this is my addiction. So what's a little crack, you know? I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Anyways, I will update you on how I feel about these. I'm going to ride with them for the next little bit, and then kind of maybe do a mini review. It just feels good to crank out a video. I've been so bogged down, and these make me so happy just to do a little thing. My friends can watch it and be like, dude, this guy's up my butt crack. Hopefully my friends don't say that. But yeah, have a good day. Bye.